Jey Uso sends a two-word message after making history alongside Roman Reigns, The Rock, and another WWE legend. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Jey Uso won this year's edition of the Men's Royal Rumble match on February 1. He took to social media to send a two-word message after becoming the fourth member of the anoa'i family to win the Rumble. The 39-year-old superstar entered at 20 and was the last man standing in the 30-man Battle Royale. He eliminated the returning John Cena at the end, preventing the multi-time WWE World Champion from winning his final Royal Rumble match. Uso comes from a family of wrestling royalty, with previous Rumble winners from the anoa'i family including The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Hall of Famer Yokozuna. Taking to Instagram, Jey Uso sent a two-word comment on WWE's post, reacting to the video highlighting his incredible achievement of becoming the latest from his famous family to win the Men's Royal Rumble match. Before Jey, Reigns was the last anoa'i family member to win the Men's Royal Rumble. He emerged victorious in 2015. Bully Ray explained why Jey Uso can't pick Cody Rhodes as his WrestleMania 41 opponent. Bully Ray believes Jey Uso can't choose Cody Rhodes over Gunther as his WrestleMania 41 opponent for a major reason. Speaking on the Busted Open podcast, Ray talked about Jey Uso never having beaten Gunther and how if he chose Cody Rhodes as his WrestleMania 41 opponent instead of the Ring General, the fans would view it as Jey avoiding the World Heavyweight Champion. Jey played a major role in Rhodes' historic championship victory at WrestleMania XL. He interfered during the Bloodline Rules match between Cody and Roman Reigns and was responsible for taking his brother Jimmy Uso out of the equation. Rhodes has successfully defended the title against top names including Solo Sikoa, Logan Paul, and very recently Kevin Owens. The American Nightmare defeated the prizefighter in a ladder match at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event to retain the gold in his latest defense. 6 things that can happen if Roman Reigns is forced to miss WWE WrestleMania 41. One of the bigger news stories from the 2025 WWE Royal Rumble is Roman Reigns' status for WrestleMania 41. After CM Punk eliminated both Reigns and Seth Rollins, the latter took his anger out on the head of the table with 2 curb stomps. Reigns, WWE and its announcers, and Paul Heyman refused to give any pertinent information surrounding his injuries. Rollins claimed he was truly hurt since he didn't want anyone to know his status after the Rumble. Is the Tribal Chief taking another one of his hiatuses between appearances? Could he be hurting on the road to WrestleMania? The next 6 things could happen if Roman Reigns is forced to miss WrestleMania 41. 6. Seth Rollins vs. CM Punk 2 at WrestleMania 41. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk had a feud spanning most of 2024. They had 3 matches spread out throughout several PLEs. Rollins and Punk only had one showdown won by the best in the world. Since Reigns, Punk, and Rollins all have issues and think they're right, it's not hard to pivot to a second clash between the Visionary and the voice of the voiceless. An oversized triple threat is nice, but a title isn't attached for grander stakes. Rollins would probably eat the pin to protect Roman and Punk. However, the outcome is harder to predict if he fights Punk one-on-one at WrestleMania 41. 5. Jacob Fatu might call himself the new Tribal Chief. The nature and evolution of the bloodline has been one Tribal Chief falters, and someone else tries to take over the group. The 2 stars battle for the title in tribal combat, with the winner keeping the moniker. Reigns overcame Solo Sikoa during Raw's debut on Netflix. He disappeared until the Rumble. Solo hasn't been seen since mid-January. In that time, Jacob Fatu has caused even more havoc than when he was under Sikoa's thumb. With the 2 stars who called themselves Tribal Chief off programming, the Samoan werewolf could be the next to claim the namesake. It would then lead to a big showdown when Solo and Roman return. 4. Paul Heyman to join CM Punk? What could CM Punk's favor of Paul Heyman truly be? That was one of the many questions coming out of the 2024 Men's War Games contest last November. That promise was the main reason Punk joined Roman's War Games team. Since the OG bloodline was victorious meant that the best in the world would come calling on the wise men when the bill was due. With Roman out of commission or reverting to his sporadic appearances, Punk could bring Heyman back to his side for WrestleMania 41. It could be by force or due to loyalty before he represented the tribal chief. The two sides could then have a Paul Heyman in a cage match for the rights to his services. 3. Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa could battle for the Ula necklace in tribal combat. Is the Ula necklace like a title or something that remains with a tribal chief in and out of the ring? Solo assumed ownership of the necklace during Roman's post-WrestleMania absence. It took Reigns a little more than 5 months to get it back from his cousin. With both stars off TV, the most prominent members left from both groups are the Usos and Jacob Fatu. Fatu may still be loyal to Solo, but we won't know until he returns. Since Jey is having the most success at the moment, he could battle his brother for the right to wear the Ula. It may finally cause Reigns to accept that his time has passed, and Jey's time is now. 2. The Rock might return for a WrestleMania 41 role. The Rock's start to 2025 has to be one of the most confusing situations in recent memory. After several months of terrorizing Cody Rhodes and abusing his power as the final boss in early 2024, Rocky randomly changed his stripes on Raw's debut on Netflix. He praised the Netflix officials and Cody Rhodes before placing the Ula around Roman's neck after he won Tribal Combat. If WWE wants more star power on the road to WrestleMania 41, Rocky could return for a few segments. Hopefully, he makes sense of his appearances on Raw and NXT the following night. They seem more about getting in front of cameras rather than furthering angles. It would make sense if he turned on Roman or Jey. 1. Someone could different finally get to close the show of shows. When Seth Rollins talks about not letting Roman Reigns win another title or rule over WWE again, he's not wrong. How many stars get a near 4-year title run and the honor of main eventing WrestleMania 9 times? He closed the showcase of the Immortals each of the last 4 years. Even with the switch to a 2-day format during the pandemic, Roman's match continued each year. If he misses WrestleMania 41, the honor of closing the massive PLE will finally go to someone else. Cody also closed the last 2 shows and may do so again this year, depending on his opponent. It will be nice for different names to get the opportunity someone else has had a stranglehold on for most of his career. Liv Morgan makes a special request, wants WWE Superstars BBs to get fixed. Liv Morgan wants WWE Games to fix Natalya's BBs for 2K25 and add a special entrance featuring herself and Dominic Mysterio. Morgan was responding to the 42-year-old superstar on social media. Morgan and Mysterio are a storyline couple. The duo began their on-screen relationship after Mysterio betrayed Rhea Ripley at WWE SummerSlam 2024, helping the Miracle Kid to retain the Women's World Championship in the process. On X, FKA Twitter, Morgan reacted to a post by Natalya, who claimed to be a lot beastier in real life compared to her 2K25 in-game model. You can check out her post by clicking here. Morgan was in action against Io Sky on the latest edition of Monday Night Raw, after failing to win the Royal Rumble last Saturday. The former Women's World Champion picked up a DQ victory after Rhea Ripley got involved in the qualification bout. She qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match with the win. The 30-year-old has emerged one step closer to possibly becoming a 3-time Women's World Champion. However, she first needs to get the job done at WWE Elimination Chamber, Toronto. Sam Roberts predicted a feud between Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. WWE analyst Sam Roberts has predicted Liv Morgan to feud with Alexa Bliss, as he doesn't see a specific direction for the former Women's World Champion. Lil Miss Bliss returned to WWE programming during the Women's Royal Rumble match last Saturday. She had been away since early 2023. Speaking on his Not Sam Wrestling podcast, Roberts stated that Morgan's story with Rhea Ripley was over and a feud with Bliss could be interesting. He suggested Morgan remains the only competitor to qualify for the 2025 Women's Elimination Chamber match so far. She will be joined by 5 other superstars, who will all be eager to book their WrestleMania tickets. Dominic Mysterio addresses Logan Paul relationship. This kid is not happy. Logan Paul had a great showing at the Royal Rumble last week. He entered at number 30 and lasted till the final 3. In a recent interview, Dominic Mysterio recently addressed his relationship with the Maverick. Logan made his WWE debut in 2021 as a guest of Sami Zayn and since then has made many memories and moments in the squared circle. He recently shocked the world when he eliminated one of the fan favorites CM Punk from the Royal Rumble match. Dominic recently appeared on an episode of Muscle Memory with Muscleman Malcolm where he opened up about his relationship with Paul. When asked about why the Maverick loves him, the greatest Mysterio of all time had this to say. Dominic and Logan Paul's WrestleMania encounter. Both Dominic and Logan Paul have had great wrestling careers till now. Both of them have competed at WrestleMania and Logan even has 2 victories at the grandest stage of them all. His first victory came at the expense of Dominic and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. While the 2 superstars may be on good terms now, Dirty Dom and Logan were on the opposing sides leading up to WrestleMania 38. Logan Paul teamed up with The Miz in his debut match against Dominic and his father. Logan's team ended up defeating the Mysterios at the Show of Shows before Miz turned on him. The Maverick will be locking horns against the WWE Hall of Famer in a qualifying match for the Men's Elimination Chamber next week on Raw. Fans are intrigued to see the part Logan plays on the road to WrestleMania 41. John Cena hatred explained by WWE star says he hates the GOAT for personal reasons. John Cena competed in the final Royal Rumble match of his Hall of Fame-worthy career last Saturday. The franchise player made it to the final 2 before getting eliminated by Jey Uso. Meanwhile, former NXT North American champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio recently expressed his hatred towards the veteran in a recent interview. The Judgment Day member and Liv Morgan's on-screen boyfriend recently explained that he hated John Cena due to personal reasons in an interview with Muscleman Malcolm. Dominic opened up about his experience wrestling Cena and also addressed his loss. The Nation leader announced on the Royal Rumble post-show that he will be competing in the Elimination Chamber match. The winner of the match will face the world champion Jey Uso doesn't choose at WrestleMania. Until now, only Cena and CM Punk have qualified for the chamber. It will be interesting to see which other superstars qualify in the coming weeks. Jey Uso on his moment with John Cena. Jey Uso took everyone by surprise after winning the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match. Jey eliminated John Cena in the latter's final Royal Rumble to win the whole thing. After the match, the veteran entered the ring to congratulate the former Intercontinental Champion and the two had a wholesome moment. Jey shared his experience of the moment with the fans. Uso now has to choose his WrestleMania opponent while Cena hopes to survive the Elimination Chamber. Fans are excited to see what happens with both superstars in the near future. Real-life Bloodline member Zilla Fatu reacts to Jacob Fatu's backstage moment at WWE Royal Rumble 2025. WWE Royal Rumble 2025 was filled with notable spots as new stories unfolded heading into WrestleMania 41. Meanwhile, real-life Bloodline member Zilla Fatu reacted to Jacob Fatu's backstage moment at the event. The anoa'i family has deep roots in the wrestling industry, and most of them have eventually made it to the Stamford-based promotion. Last year, Jacob Fatu debuted for WWE and joined the new Bloodline under Solo Sikoa's leadership. Moreover, Lance Anoa'i also signed with the company and joined the development brand. However, Zilla Fatu, the son of the late Umaga, has been one of the most talked about promising stars in the industry but hasn't appeared on WWE TV yet. Recently, he reacted to Caden Carter's post on Instagram, where Jacob Fatu was seen breaking character with the two-time tag team champion backstage at Royal Rumble 2025. Bloodline members including Jacob Fatu could go after Jey Uso, according to WWE Hall of Famer. The Bloodline kept hold of the most prestigious title in WWE for nearly 4 years as Roman Reigns changed the landscape of the industry. However, the faction has been trying to get the title back into the fold, and Bubba Ray Dudley thinks that could happen after WrestleMania 41. Speaking on Busted Open, Hall of Famer said that he wants to see stars such as Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, or even Solo Sikoa go after Jey Uso after he wins a world championship at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. It'll be interesting to see if the 2025 Royal Rumble winner walks out of WrestleMania 41 with gold around his waist.